Hey guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we'll be playing some more Roblox on Stepford County Railway, which is basically a train game. So I'll be showing you the main routes, which is the water line between Newry Harbour and Greenslade, and then I'll show you the main line route, which is from Wynn Street to Stepford Town, and then we'll go Stepford Town to the airport, and then from the airport we'll be ending the video. Okay, so we'll be starting with the waterline. So we need to change role here, and you use the tabs on the side. So I'll click driver. When you first play the game, you only get one train to drive on, which is the 357. Once you've joined the group, which I have, you get the 700, which is used on Thameslink Railway, and then the other trains are brought with Robux. So like I say, we're going to be starting with the waterline service. We'll be doing the 165 from Faraday Road depot. We'll be going to Newry Harbour, then to Benton, before we change trains and spawn at Faraday Road and go to Greenslade and come back to Benton. Okay, so you can change your destination board. So we are going to Newry Harbour. And what's cool about this game is that there are announcements, which is very good, and they are really cool. And there's a proper signalling system as well. So as you see, the light's red as we're coming out of the depot. So this is Faraday Road. We're going to overrun, sadly, but I'll zoom out and show you. So they've got the stations. The stations have...
This is Faraday Road.
There's one of the announcements. They have departure boards, but as we've just come out the depot, this is the departure board doesn't really work. So we'll just leave here, and you'll be hearing another announcement shortly.
Welcome aboard this waterline train to Newry Harbour. The next station is Eden Quay.
Yep, so as you heard, the next station is Eden Quay. So you'll be able to see the departure board from there when we get there. You also get a map showing most of the things, but it hasn't loaded in. So we're approaching Eden Quay now.
This train is now approaching
Is the connect
Eden
service
Quay.
to Newry Harbour.
As you can see, there are also station announcements.
And Newry Harbour. This train has 2 coaches.
And this is the departure board in action.
This is Eden Quay.
So it has like the next train, if it's due or not, and if it's calling at, and what service it is, and how many carriages. So we'll be leaving here now. The next station is Newry, where most of the waterline services.
Welcome aboard this waterline
Most
train
waterline
to
services
Newry Harbour.
terminate
Next
at
station
either
is
Newry or Greenslade, but there are limited services or like specials that will terminate at Benton and terminate at Newry Harbour, like we are today. Pretty fast coming in here. Could us do the horn?
This train is now approaching Newry.
D is the connect service to Newry Harbour. Calling at Newry Harbour. This train has 2 coaches.
So, we're just pulling in here. Those are the terminating platforms back there, where the buffers are.
This is Newry.
As the doors don't open, sadly. So we'll leave here. That's the other platform from trains returning back from Newry Harbour. So our train is 165001. Ooh, lag.
Newry Harbour. The next
Lag.
station is Newry Harbour.
Yeah, so we are 165001. Sorry about that, by the way. So you just come along this branch line here. This is straight and straight. As you can see, the station's approaching. But there is no announcement here, unfortunately. Or maybe there is, maybe there isn't. We'll stop there. Actually, let's go further.
This is Newry Harbour.
Right.
This train terminates here.
So we can change direction. So we'll be pulling away, change the destination to Greenslade. But actually we're going to be terminating at Benton, where I'll change to the 787 train on the waterline, which is 4 coaches instead of the normal 3 from the 166. This game can get quite laggy, unfortunately. So I'll be passing through Newry and Eden Quay and Faraday Road, since we've stopped there and I've shown you what that is already.
The train now
This train is now approaching.
is the water line service to Greenslade.
So I'll just blow my horn going through the station.
Newry.
So there's not much to do really, apart from blow your horn.
Greenslade.
So we're passing through Eden Quay.
Eden Quay.
Is the water line service to Greenslade. Calling it
I'll change my destination to not in service.
Train 2.
As you can see, it can be different. You can be, depending on what level you are in the group, it can be passengers, which is for guests, but guests from the group can drive. This is our private server. You can be a dispatcher, a controller in the control room. You can be security and management, as you can see there. As you see, we turn the corner.
This train is now approaching West Benton.
This station is a bit like Royal Oak on the Great Western Main Line, where it passes
water line
the
service to Greenslade. Calling it
passes the
Port
Great
Benton,
Western Main Line.
Morganstown Docks,
If you've ever passed
Whitney
it.
Green, and
West Benton.
Greenslade. This train has
So, yeah.
2 coaches.
It shows you the departure boards and all. So, but the whole line consists of Benton, from here, Benton, Port Benton, Morganstown Docks, Whitney Green, and Greenslade. When we get to Benton, we'll be changing trains to a 378. Yes, did I say 787 earlier? Yes, I meant the class 387. Not 787. That's a Boeing aircraft. And we'll go to the depots at Whitney Green, so we'll be passing through Whitney Green, not in service. When we get to Greenslade, I'll start the service. Okay, so we'll be leaving here now. And you can see the train glitches. The train barges the signal up the way.
Train 2. Greenslade.
This game's a pretty good game. I like the way it's run. There's going to be an update soon on the driving material, As you can see, the AWS working there. This is a yellow signal approaching as we approach into Benton. Benton's one of the main stations along the track, along with the airport.
The train now approaching platform 1.
The airport, Stepford Town.
Green Slade.
Yeah, they're the only, and Whitney, no, Winstry. So we're here at Benton.
Benton.
This station has 8 platforms. 16 technically if you count the A's and the B's. So we'll be leaving the train here to go on the 387 at Whitney Green. It's got a very similar build to the 377, which is on the Thameslink route. So we'll be not in service. Actually, we'll do it from here. And there's no sound. Usually there's sound. Oh. I'll respawn the train then. Sorry about that. No, that's the wrong place. I'm going to try a different train. See, Airlink and Tramlink aren't implemented into the game yet. So I'm going to try a different train. No? Nope. Okay, so seems to be a problem with the sound. But we can deal without it, can't we? Oh. Sometimes this game can be annoying when you're spawning in trains. Right. So this train is 4 coaches long. I was going to say I'm going to put on music, but then I decided not to because that would get copyrighted. And we don't want that to happen. Well, I don't, anyway. So we're approaching Whitney Green?
The train now approaching
Yes.
is the water line service to Green Slade. Calling it
Because this platform's
Green
too short,
Slade.
this
train has 4 coaches.
the back coach will not, the doors in the back coach will not open because of the platform being short. But we'll leave here now. Right. The sound does seem to be a problem, but we don't need it really, do we? I think it's the trains, it's not the game. Because if it was the game, the sounds of the trains and the announcements wouldn't be working. So, see, the AWS isn't ringing. We're not hearing announcements either, which is quite unfortunate. It won't take us long to get back here, so maybe if I'll leave and join again, or maybe I'll just reset my character. Which doesn't seem to work, so I will leave and join again. Sometimes that happens. Great. So I had to reload the app because Roblox doesn't seem to work. Sometimes when I leave the game and rejoin, the screen goes black. Strangely. So I'll join my private server again. As you've seen, Whitney Green and all, I'll still show you the other stations along the line, but I think you got the basics. So we'll be moving on to the next part of the video, which is going from Coxley Depot to the airport, just showing you the airport branch. Then I'll be going from Winstree to Stepford Town. Yes. You have to accept the rules. There are different rules, and if you don't follow them, you'll be banned. So, with the airport branch, I'll be using the Class 720, which is very similar to the Crossrail trains, or the Elizabeth line. Okay, so we have sound, but it's not loaded in yet. We'll be going to Stepford Airport, because why not? So we have sound. We have sound. Okay, that's good. So we'll go to the airport. We can go to Port Benton or Winstree. We'll be going to Stepford Airport. I won't be stopping at all stations. I will just speed past. We'll probably go past some of them. The next station along the route is Coxley, which is just outside this depot here. So we'll be passing through Coxley at 100 miles an hour, blowing my horn. So this is Coxley.
Train now approaching. Platform 1 is the connect service to Stepford Airport Central.
Yeah, that's Coxley there.
This is Coxley Airport. This is a connect train to Stepford Airport Central. The next station is Benton.
See, now there's the map. It shows most of the departures and all. So as you see, that's Waterline, where we were just were.
This train is now approaching Benton.
So I think we'll be coming into Benton at platform 4A.
Is the connect service to
Yes, 4A.
Stepford Airport Central.
Yes. There's the terminated platform for Waterline, so this is going to Benton. There.
This is Benton.
We'll be stopping at Benton Bridge. We won't be stopping at Benton Bridge. We'll just be passing through it, but I'll point it out when we go through. We'll be stopping at the airport station.
Benton Bridge.
Sorry.
This train is now
So this is Benton Bridge.
Benton Bridge.
Stepford Airport Central. Calling it Stepford Airport.
Quite a nice station. And then that's the branch line to Winstree. This goes straight down to this goes straight to the airport. This is the branch that goes off to the airport. That's Airlink there. Just those tracks over there. So you can see we're approaching the station.
This train is now approaching Stepford Airport Parkway.
Calling it Stepford Airport Central. This train has 4 coaches.
Yep, so this is the airport parkway. It's a bit like, say, if you heard of Luton Airport Parkway. So yes, it looks like a new station to me, but it's got quite a range of platforms. It's only a short hop between the here and the airport, so it won't be long until we change tracks.
This is a connect train to Stepford
So we won't need to be
Airport
going that
Central.
fast.
The next station is Stepford
We're already
Airport
there,
Central.
so
This train is now approaching Stepford Airport Central.
So these two platforms, that track there on our left, this and the track we're coming into are the platforms for Connect services. The others are for
This is Stepford Airport
the
Central.
others are for Airlink.
This train terminates here. All change, please.
So, right. So now we're here. I'll leave the train. We'll be travelling in the. We'll be going through to Stepford Town in the class 185. Yes, the 185, which is used mainly by Trans-Pennine Express in the Midlands area. Yes, and we'll be from the Coxley Depot. Right, going to Stepford Town. We'll just be passing through most of these. A lot of these trains have quick acceleration or quick deceleration, but this one doesn't. See, this is Wynn Street. It's a bit of an ugly, empty station. Those are the terminator platforms over on the other side. Terminating tracks are there. I am watching the Winter Olympics in Pyeongchang in South Korea. Watching the figure skating, I think it is. I'm not sure.
The next station is Water-Newton.
Yep, so the next station is Water-Newton. Then it goes Hampton Hargate, Benton Bridge, Benton, Coxley, as we've already seen, Bowden, St Helens Bridge, Stepford East and Stepford Town. We're probably going to be stopping at Benton to the end of the video. So,
This
yeah.
train is now approaching Water-Newton.
So this is Water-Newton. I would say it's also one of the sort of empty stations as well.
This is Water-Newton. This is a Connect train to Stepford Town. The next station is Hampton Hargate.
That's the abandoned station there. I'm not sure what it's called though. Three coaches long this train is. That's the horn, which is the default for most of the horns used on this game. You can't do an express service, which I think is quite strange. But I'm not sure which trains do the express. So that's why I'm not sure. So we're passing Hampton Hargate.
This is a Connect This is Stepford Town Gate. The next station is Benton Bridge.
Turn that corner and we're coming into Benton Bridge after we go over this bridge here. And that's why it's called Benton Bridge. I'm not sure. So this is Benton Bridge that we've seen earlier. And this is a lovely river, and that's, I don't know where that goes to.
This is Benton Bridge to Stepford Town. The next
Port Benton's that way.
Benton.
And there is also another, I'll find a map for you in Benton when I get off the train. You always have to do the AWS or you'll be put into emergency brake.
The train now approaching platform 7B is the Connect service to Stepford Town. Calling at Coxley, Bowden, Angel Pass, St Helens Bridge, Stepford East, and
So,
Stepford Town. This train has
we'll go to Benton just to round off this video here today. So, we got the number amount of platforms. Trains to Port Benton, Airport Central and Winchtree, platform 3 and 4. Trains to Greenslade, Airport West and Connolly. These are the Waterline trains. 5C are fast trains to Stepford Town. 5 are fast trains to Winchtree. Fast trains to Stepford Town. All stations trains, yeah, are there. So you can walk on the tracks as well. Which is quite interesting. And I'll take you to another station where they have a map. So I'll take you to Benton Bridge. And they see the map over here of the whole network. As you see, Waterline services can go to Stepford Airport West, which I haven't been to because it doesn't seem to allow us. Yeah, so I'd like to say thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.